What's going on, family? Big Teddy back with you. Bless up. So today is a good day and a special day and an important day. And you know why? Because every day is a good day to be alive, no matter how we feel about that day. Every day is a chance to do it better. Every day is a chance to do it right. Every day is a chance to change your life, your world, and shape it into what you want it to be. Before we jump into today's episode, exciting new announcement, right? So from the HOH Collective, we have a new podcast dropping soon. It will be out every Sunday, and that is Politicking with the Bears. And it is the audio equivalent of Braille. That's why they fill us in the favelas in Brazil, okay? Politicking with the Bears is different tone, different pace, political podcast. Myself and my sister, Mrs. Capicu, every Sunday. It's like the equivalent of the Sunday New York Times for the hood. We're talking about what's going on in the world with politics, the world around us in life, and just things that we need to know, and we're sharing our opinion on it as young, educated people of color, right? Boom, and there we have it. Check us out if you haven't grabbed it. Also, please stop by Amazon and check out the copy of More Than Just Surviving Life now available. We have paperback, we got ebook, we got PDF. It's out there. Let's get it. We're talking all the things that we talk together, that positivity, that strength, that love, that encouragement, that life, getting better together and doing it. So today, what we're going to be talking about is PGD, plans, goals, and dreams, okay? Why they're so important, how they work, and what the structure of them are. PGD, plans, goals, and dreams. Plans are easily one of the most important parts, right? And this is why. Let me tell you why. Plans is how we structure and shape our reality. But something that we often say here at the HOH Collective that you have to be mindful of is if the plan doesn't work, don't change the goal, change the plan. And I'm going to explain that for you now. So let's talk about what plans are. Plans are nothing more than a loose structure and a framework of a destination that you want to reach. The destination is your goals. The destination is your dreams. The problem where people mess plans up is that they think that their plans are the goals. The plans are the destination. The plans are the dreams. And those get set in stone for people. And when they don't work out, boom, everything collapses. People feel like they have failed. And we've talked about failure. The wrong way to handle failure is to stop and to give up and to stop doing all forward mobility because your plan didn't work out. Newsflash, guys. Plans are not supposed to work out. Plans are you giving yourself a definitive direction to move in with the information that you have at the time. The important thing that we are learning and that we are doing and that we're building on is being prepared. Being prepared to meet any reality and eventuality that comes our way. When you're prepared for the unknown, when you're preparing for the unknown, you can never really be taken by surprise by the ups and downs, and you handle them better when they come your way. So let's sink that in right now. Let's lock that up, okay? Plans are never supposed to be set in stone. Plans are not your goals. Plans are not your dreams. They're just an avenue to get there. It's very easy when you have goals and dreams with no structure, okay, to get lost and to feel lost, to feel like you're never going to reach these things and they're not going to happen, right? So the world needs dreamers. Dreamers are the people that change the shape and structure of reality. Dreamers are the people that make things possible that other people have never imagined, that have changed and impacted our lives in so many ways. So once the refrigerator was someone's dream, a car was someone's dream. Mr. Ford did a fantastic job of bringing that to the world. Flying on a plane was someone's dream. And dreamers are people, again, that race towards their goals no matter what. But then we also need individuals that have foundation and structure and help turn these dreams into a reality. You can be a combination of both. And by using this structure that I'm getting ready to explain to you and implementing it in your daily life, developing plans, workable, changeable plans, is how you start to reach your goals. And once you reach your goals on a regular basis, they get bigger, they get stronger, they get more ambitious, okay? And to the point where you don't have dreams anymore. All you have is goals that you're working towards, even if they're so big that to other people they sound like dreams. And that's where I've been for a long time. I don't have dreams anymore. I have goals that I'm always working towards achieving. So remember, plans aren't and should never be set in stone. Plans are how we get to the goals and the dreams. They are directions that we lead ourselves in. You get what I'm saying to you? And that's something that you really have to remember and focus on. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, not the goal. The best thing that you can do for yourself when it comes to learning to adapt, learning to meet the unknown and be prepared for any future that comes your way, is learning to have workable changes. Okay? Learning to adjust on the fly. Okay, so let's give you an example of this. You know how we love to do the examples. My plan is that I am going to do A, B, and C to start my new diet. A is I'm going to buy all the foods that I need. B is I'm going to cook everything Tuesday nights and meal prep. C is that I'll start freezing the meals that I'm not going to eat tomorrow. And then D is I just move through the week and see how it works. But you get to the market and they don't have all the things that you need. So, all right, I don't really have time to go to another market. Boom, the plan falls apart there. Workable plans. So this was the first week that didn't work out the way I wanted. What do I know now? Okay, so now, there's a farmer's market and it has everything I need. I'm going to try this next week and I'll go to this location and get I didn't have enough Tupperware. So this week, before I need to start the changes, I'll buy workable, changeable plans. Goals. We've talked about writing down your desires, writing down the task that you want to achieve, how important that is in helping you create, ensure, recognize, and move towards a new reality, right? Things are more important. Things are realer. They're more tangible. They're more believable for you when you speak them out loud, when you write them down and see them written on paper. What you need to start doing in terms of your goals and reaching your goals is sitting down, okay? Taking a piece of paper, writing out the main goal at the top of the page. This is what I would like to achieve. The next step, timeline. This is the timeline that I would like to achieve this goal in. I want to lose 50 pounds within the next 6 months. Okay? The next step in goals, how do I get there? Okay, I need to work out at least 4 days a week in order to reach the amount or the health level that I want to hit. The reason 4 days a week works also because I can't do more than that because I need to get a certain amount of rest because I still have these activities. I can cut this activity from this portion of the week because it's not productive. The last and final part, which is the most important part that we always talk about, implementation. Plans and goals directly affecting each other. And this is how we build on that, right? So how do dreams come to play in this, and what makes dreams so different? When you get to a goal, when you achieve a goal, when you reach, conquer, and accomplish a goal, you have to have a new bar that you're always striving for. So the main difference between them is that dreams are goals that are not immediately reachable. Goals are realistic, intangible, short to midterm things that are reachable. And this is how we structure our desires and moving toward them and making them accomplishable and achievable. It's having a year plan, a 60-day plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, all right? So your 60-day plan, your 6-month plan, and your 1-year plan are goals. Your 5-year plan and your 10-year plan are dreams. And we have to change the word and the meaning behind it and the way we feel about it and the way we think about it. Because a lot of us think about dreams as things that we never reach and never will reach. They're just nice things to think about. But we're past that. We don't live like that anymore. Dreams are just things that we haven't made it to yet, but we will get. We will have. By any means necessary, we will get there. Okay? And this whole structure comes back to the planning. The thing that's so important about having a 5-year plan and a 10-year plan in terms of our goals and even 60 days and 6 months is as you work towards them and you see what does and does not work, you adjust for later goals and later dreams. Because I'm telling you right now, you can ruin yourself and you can ruin your life by being addicted to a dream that does not fit who you're becoming, by being addicted to a goal that does not fit who you have become, and by reaching for dreams that aren't right for who you are. We can want something so badly and cling to it so heavily and get lost in that so deeply that we really aren't paying attention to all the changes that have happened in us and in our lives. But something that we talk about on a continuous basis is how important it is to be self-aware, how important it is to understand your needs, your desires, and where they're coming from. Okay? So if you were 15 and you wanted 30 kids, and now you're 25 and you realize, I don't have the energy, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, that's a lot of work. But like 3 kids is more realistic. That's workable changes. That's adjusting for the future and your plans. But if you're still holding on to goals and dreams that you haven't looked at or updated or analyzed, you can mess yourself up. Because someone asks you, hey, I want to work with you. I like what you're building. I like what you're working on. What are you doing? What's your ultimate goal? And then you tell them something that you don't really want or need anymore. You create issues. Because if it's something that they buy into, then you're working towards something that's going to fail. Because if you don't really want it, it's not going to work out. And you risk investing years, months, days, weeks, time, energy, and effort into something you don't really want. And that wastes everybody's time. And while that can be a learning experience in terms of figuring out that you're reaching towards something that's no longer for your life, we don't want to wait until it gets that far to figure that out. And this is why it's so important to be proactive with our plans, goals, and dreams, and self-honest about our plans, goals, and dreams. Okay? So that we can constantly be working towards what's right. So that we can link up with the right people. I've told you guys many times and continuously, and I'll always tell you, the only way to find the right people for you in your life is by speaking your truth, so that you can find other people that think and feel as you do. But in any aspect of life, it doesn't matter if it's the PGD or if it's something completely different. If you're speaking a truth that's not yours or words that you don't believe, you're going to end up linking up, mashing up, and meshing up with people that you aren't right for and supposed to be around. And all this does is create situations where we fail. It creates failure points. And again, failure is a wonderful and important way to learn. Because when you fail often enough, you get better. You do it better. so that you don't have to suffer and experience that in the future. But part of the reason that we have these talks and I talk with you is because the goal, like we said, is to get good enough that you can learn from other people's mistakes. You don't have to make those mistakes. Okay, and even beyond that, talking about these things means even when we do make these mistakes, even when we have these failures, we can accept and recognize them for what they are, why they happen, how we got there, so that we can reverse engineer them and turn them into success. What did I do wrong this time? How can I do it better next time? Okay? Always, 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 the point of all of this is to turn our negatives into positives. And that's what PGD is about. That's what plans, goals, and dreams is about. Take the time, take 5 minutes, okay, to sit to yourself and by yourself and say, well, what is my life like without plans, goals, and dreams? And that answer is going to be different for everybody, but I can tell you honestly, 9 times out of 10, I feel really lost on a day-to-day. Without plans, goals, and dreams, I feel really lost on a day-to-day. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going through the motions. I'm doing what everybody tells me to do. I'm doing what other people think I should do, but I'm not really happy. I'm afraid because I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't know if I'm going to have the things that I want. And if that's what you're experiencing, and if you identify with any of that, if that's what you're experiencing and you're living and you're going through without them, why wouldn't you want to try living with them? The opposite of that has got to be better. Nobody, that leads to so much anxiety and stress and tension. Nobody can ever feel comfortable or feel safe moving through life feeling like they don't have control of their life and their situation, feeling like they are lost. And that's at any age, and it happens to people at every age. The way to prevent that situation from happening, the way to prevent yourself from feeling like you have no control in your own life is always to be working towards workable, changeable, better buildable plans, goals, and dreams. And the reason that we have to keep saying workable and tangible and making that important, and again, breaking down the structure of goals and dreams and the difference between them and why we need to change the definitions of dreams, is because you can build your life on, I want kids someday. I want to be a great mom. But if that's the only thing you're racing towards, what happens when you get there? Well, what's next? How do I provide for the family? How do I didn't plan out, I don't know, a way to take care of the family while I was trying to get there. So now I never get to spend any time with the family. This is why, again, it's so important to affirm on a continuous basis, on a daily basis, our goals, our affirmations, our belief, and to discuss with ourselves, our partners, our friends, and the people that we're building with what we're working towards. I've told you guys already, the buddy system works fantastic. And that's what we're doing right here with this podcast. We're doing the buddy system. We're sharing our goals and beliefs with everyone. Because when you spread that energy, when you spread that love, when you spread that joy with the right people, it grows. It becomes better. It becomes stronger. When you have people you can trust that build you up instead of ripping you down, they can look at it and say, hey, I don't know if that part's going to work, but you've got a good idea here. So maybe if we change this like this a little. And you know what's the beautiful part about that? We and the right people is not them trying to hijack or take over your dream. It's them saying to you, this is great. I want to be a part of this with you if you'll have me. The point of all of this is kinship. It's community. It's changing your life to change the world and make it better for you and your kids and each other and all of it. So having the right people by your side and having more of them just makes that so much doper. Because something that will always be true is pain shared is pain divided, and joy shared is joy multiplied. And that's why every day and every week we're going to keep going on this journey together to do better, to be better, to have better, to make the world a better place, and to be better people together. I believe in you. I believe in us. I know that we can do it. You're amazing, and we won't stop doing it together. Bless up, family.